Hi guys, it's Emily from Doe Adair Nursery here, and I'm here with this precious little mouse asleep. She is a custom order I had been working on for just about all of the month of April, and I'm getting her all finished up today. So I just finished up her hair this morning. I finished filling in the back, and then I went ahead and did my thickening and darkening layers, which I think looks so lovely. It's all baked on now, and it's time for her to get varnished, so I thought I'd let you guys see that. Alright, so I've got a couple different brushes. I've got a flat sponge. I've just kind of removed some of the hard edges. And then I've got a sponge that I've pulled the top off of, so you can see it's got a bit more texture. I like to seal or varnish in 2 layers. I like to do the first one with the flat sponge just to get a really good coating, make sure everything is well sealed and I've covered every area. And then I bake that, let that cool, and I like to go over a second time with the more textured sponge to give a more realistic skin texture effect. So right now I'm just taking a mop brush and I am being somewhat generous but not over the top, just swiping my varnish onto the sponge. So I'm going to start at the nape of the neck, just because I find, often laying your dolls down on the back or holding them or whatever, this spot gets rubbed a lot, and I don't want the hair to get rubbed off. That was just something I learned from trial and error by, making these dolls with beautiful painted hair, and then after several months of love and attention, having it kind of rub off. So I'm just patting it on, being firm but still gentle enough that I'm not like rubbing or swiping on the vinyl. Gradually extending out from my starting point and trying not to go over one spot more than once. And then in the really deep creases, I'm just taking that brush that's got a little bit of that product left over, dabbing it on, and then using the pointy part of my brush, just going in over that. I'm going to kind of frequently reapply the product onto my brush because I don't want to be stingy with it. I don't want any parts to have too thin of a coating. And I can generally tell, I'm going to open the curtain behind me for more light. I can generally tell where I've varnished up to just by the appearance of the vinyl. And then I find if I follow kind of a pattern, I can keep track of where I varnished. Now I'm varnishing the whole head, not just the hair, because I haven't varnished the head at all yet. Sometimes I'll, if for example, I'm just making a bald make-to-sell baby, I'll varnish the head and then someone purchases it and then they decide after the fact, after they've already purchased it, that they want me to add hair. Then I'll just paint over the varnished head and then re-varnish the hair once it's done. But with this baby, before she was completed, I knew that her mama wanted painted hair. So I didn't bother, doing an unnecessary layer of varnishing before painting her hair. So right now I am just kind of covering all of the spots with hair, just for the sake of pattern. And now I'm going to spend some time on the ears. So the ears are a little tricky as well. I find that areas that protrude, like ears, nose, on the limbs, the kind of bumped up parts like knuckles, or things like that, or fingertips, tend to get shiniest the quickest. So I'm going a little bit heavy duty on the ears, again using my brush to get into all the nooks and crannies, making sure to really get the back of the ear. And the back of the neck. Alright, I'm going to reapply and varnish the rest of the face.